Okay, folks, getting ready to take off here on our max takeoff weight flight. This will be fun. I've never had this much weight on the airplane before. Here we go. And 28.8 on the map. 56. And 72 gone flying.
I'd say you broke ground around 1,200 feet.
Copy. Yeah, nose trim is definitely forward.
And scheduled traffic, which runway are we using down there today?
Let's take off 22. 529 is a good bet.
Thank you, 29. And scheduled regional traffic, runway passengers approaching Cheyenne for a left downwind to 29. Yeah, Papa Zulu, I got you on the ADSB.
Copy, thank you. Scheduled traffic experimental for Papa Zulu is on the downwind runway 22 to transition to 29 scheduled. Scheduled traffic for Papa Zulu is on the downwind for 11, but we'll be transitioning to 29 scheduled.
Yeah, Pacer 10 Papa, it's now the left downwind to 29 scheduled. And we're full track. Scheduled traffic, RV 463 Kilo Whiskey departing 29 via right hand east departure. I got traffic in sight, scheduled. And you have lots of room, Pacer 10 Papa, just left downwind about to turn base. 429.
Scheduled traffic for Papa Zulu is turning into the crosswind runway 29 scheduled.
Skyhawk 7045 Tango, 5 for the northwest, will be going down the shore, entering a left pattern for 29 scheduled. Traffic, red and white Pacer, short final to 29 scheduled.
Scheduled traffic for Papa Zulu is turning downwind runway 29 scheduled.
Scheduled traffic, Skyhawk 8 Alpha Whiskey's departing 29, straight out scheduled.
Okay, let's get this thing slowed up and get ready to land here. Okay, board's coming out, we're at midfield.
Got a traffic Skyhawk 45 Tango, cross my shore on the 45 left traffic 29, full stop scheduled.
Scheduled traffic for Papa Zulu's midfield downwind runway 29 scheduled. Okay, turning in, we're at 1,100 feet. A little bit high, but I'm going to probably land a little bit long on this flight.
Got a traffic Skyhawk 45 Tango established on the left downwind 29 full stop schedule.
This is scheduled traffic 4 Papa Zulu starting final runway 29 scheduled, and be advised I'm probably going to run to the end.
Copy.
Okay, got a good established approach here. 4 lights. Big one's starting to turn red. Running a little bit fast right now. I'm going to just keep it there. Okay, mission complete. 4 Papa Zulu's on deck, rolling to the end.
Sky 45 Tango is turning left base 29 full stop schedule.
Papa Zulu's clear the runway.
Traffic.
Okay, so lessons from max gross weight takeoff and landings. The landing's actually pretty good. She's pretty stable on the descent, and I was expecting a whole lot more sink rate than I got, so that was good. The climb out, I kept a couple of extra knots on there. I was climbing out at 90 to 93, but I was only seeing 300 to 350 per minute climbing out. It's not that it's all that bumpy. It just seemed to be where the airplane felt good climbing. So climb out at that weight. Be advised, you're not going to be climbing out where your manual says you're going to be climbing. If you're just climbing at 1,000 feet a minute or 800 feet a minute, not going to be getting that. My normal climb out with just me and 3/4 tanks on the wings, I'm climbing out around 850 to 950, just under 1,000. That was not going to be the case today. I saw 400 to 450 a couple of times, but most of the time it was in the 300s range. So be aware of that. And regarding the flight controls, with as much weight as I have towards the back of the airplane now, flight controls are definitely more far forward. The airplane wanted to start rotating away from the ground at 5 knots or so, just above stall. I kind of held her down onto the ground until we had 75, and she broke ground and came right away from the ground. That wasn't a problem, but be advised that your center of gravity is going to be pretty far aft if you're carrying this much weight, and that will cause you to feel like she wants to rotate early. I will still fly away at that speed, is my reckoning, but I was just cautious and gave an extra 5 knots for God Country, Mom, and Apple Pie. This spot here on this taxiway, this is the stealth taxiway we're on, by the way. Not too many people use it. As a matter of fact, I don't, other than people in my row, I don't know anybody that uses this taxiway. There's always a puddle right here because this is not flat. I've never taxied through that. I know that there's nothing in it, but it's psychological.
November 7782 on a 45 for 29 Skagit.
It's psychological to not want to land on, or not to taxi through that. Gross weight flying is not one of the flights that I am particularly comfortable with. And the airplane doesn't care. It's the engine doesn't care. The wings don't care. They're doing the same thing they do. But it's a psychological thing for me to be out flying an airplane that's 250 or 300 pounds heavier than normal. Everything is going to be slower. Your climb's going to be slower. Your acceleration's going to be slower. Your go on the runway is definitely going to be slower. That's why I went to the end. I mean, I could have stopped and...
Traffic, November 7782, Whiskey, turn at base, 29 Skagit.
I could definitely have gotten out or gotten off earlier, but it's not worth the stress and everything. But now we've done it, and the odds are good that I will likely never fly this plane that heavy again unless there's some kind of like incredible emergency.
Traffic, 772, Whiskey, turn at final, 29 Skagit.
Engine monitor.
I love it when the blade ends straight up like that. That's